This is Gladiator. As you can see, it has 2 missile racks on top of the wings, 2 air intakes, a machine gun, 2 engines, and it flies pretty well. So yeah, let's begin. For flight model, I'd recommend you'd use a 8.5 by 8.5 sheet of printer paper. This is a sheet of foil paper. First, you are going to want to start off by making a water bomb base. So fold the diagonal, fold it in half. Try and make every fold as accurate as possible. This will help it have more symmetry. So you're going to fold the diagonal and then fold this point down. Fold this over and fold this flap down. Once you have that, you can open up the pocket at the bottom and shift it into a water bomb base. You're going to make essentially a Dagger base. So, like any Dagger base, you're going to fold both of these edges into the center, one at a time. Also, I would like to mention that memberships are a thing, and if you want to support the channel, you can subscribe. There are 2 tiers, and the first tier is Classic Membership. You get a badge next to your name and comments, special emojis you can use in comments, and you can get early access to my videos. If you decide to buy Classic Membership, you get all the perks of, if you decide to buy the Premium Membership, you get all the perks of Classic and access to members-only videos. So, you can buy it if you want, or if you're free to play, you can choose not to. That's fine. With that out of the way, let's continue the tutorial. So now you have this triangle in the middle. You're going to fold this first layer out, just like that. And for those of you who are wondering when I will make a new style video, as in including flight tests and more details, that would be when I find a good environment to fly planes in. So yeah, you're going to fold this layer up to the side, and you're going to fold it up as much as it would go. So just like that. Unfold, fold this edge to the center. And inside reverse fold it. Now, if you've been folding accurately and you fold this up, the crease should end perfectly at this corner. If there is a little pocket forming, don't really try and tear it to fix the problem. Just try and reshift the creases to get it right. If you've done everything exact, you should not really have this crease not hitting that corner. But anyways, you're going to fold both of those layers over and repeat the same on the other side. So just fold this flap up, just like that. Fold it back down. And fold this edge into the middle. It should land perfectly with the other edge. Well, not perfectly, but it should land right next to the other edge. Again, inside reverse fold it. Before you do, it's always nice. Again, check if this crease ends perfectly at the end of this crease, because if it doesn't, again, it won't really lie flat when you go to fold this layer up. So make sure this crease ends right there and not anywhere else. So you've done that, fold this back, and you're going to take this crease, pinch it, and fold it right there on the center. Repeat on the other crease, take it, pinch it, fold it along the center. Once you have everything centered and folded, fold that triangle down and sort of push these unflattened layers down, and only crease them once this crease lands on top of that crease. Once you're done that, unfold. Then you're going to fold this tip down so that there's a crease between that intersection and that intersection. So just like that. Fold it up. Well, just modified petal fold it. Just like the nightfall. And flatten everything. So right now you should have this. Next, you're going to fold this down. just like that. And then you're going to inside reverse fold both of these edges so that they land on the center. Just like that. Side reverse fold this other edge. Now you should have this. Next, what you're going to do is fold a crease along this edge. So just take this, open it up, just like that, and fold it back along the center. So that this edge lands on that edge. Just like that. Repeat it on the other side. Alright, once you've done that, unfold. And you are going to petal fold, basically petal fold the flap up. So now you should have this. What you're going to do next is you're going to fold a crease from that point to either this crease or right along that edge. And then you're going to, again, fold it back across the center, making sure all edges land on top of each other. Repeat the same on the other side. Just like that. Now fold these little tabs down. And then you are going to turn the model over, open up both of these layers, and fold this flap over so that this edge lands on that crease. So just like that. And then inside reverse fold it. It should land perfectly on that crease. Repeat on the other side, open the layers up, fold the flap over so that it lands on that crease, and inside reverse fold it. Just like that. Now turn the model over and crimp fold. Well, before you do that, open it up, pull the trap paper out from underneath, squash fold, and the creases should already be there, so just inside petal fold it. If you folded Jason Merrill's Dagger before, it should be pretty similar, except you don't pull this whole flap forward, squash it, and cave it in, so you have a tiny landing strut. You are just going to leave it like this. And for those of you who are confused because I said landing strut, this plane has no landing gear. Next, now you are going to crimp fold it, so just open that layer up and crimp it. So take that crease and push it forward along the other creases. Now you should have this open layer that would be used as the air intakes. Open it up, make that crease a mountain fold, and push it forward. Along the creases. So you should have now. You should have this. Next, you are going to fold both of these flaps up. Fold these flaps up. Unfold, fold the edge to that edge or crease. Unfold, fold it up. Unfold, and you're going to take this flap, fold it up as far as it will go, basically along this edge. Try to keep both of them symmetrical. The only reason why the left side is bigger than the right side is because I accidentally overpushed the crimp. So yeah, after you've done that, turn it over, curl this flap just like that, so that when you turn it over, you can mountain fold it just enough so that it touches this edge. For those of you who didn't see what I was doing, you have these two flaps, right? You curl one of them and you mountain fold it so that this edge lands on that edge. Once you have that, you can crease it. Repeat the same on the other side. Curl it, mountain fold it so that it lands on the edge underneath. Go ahead and fold it in half to check if the plane is symmetrical. For me, it kind of is, so unfold. And next, you are going to take this edge and just push it forward, just like that. Repeat on this other edge. So just take it, push it forward, just like that. Now you should have these two little flap things, which were left of the wings. So just take those, fold them along the edge. You should have a petal fold going along over here. Or rather, a one-sided petal fold. Going to take that, tuck it under all the layers. Repeat on the other side. Fold it along the edge. Tuck it under all the layers. So now you should have these little tabs. What you're going to do is fold them over. Just like that. These will become the two missile racks on top of the wings. Next, you're going to squash fold them so that this little edge here is parallel with the main line of the fuselage. Make sure this edge is parallel with this edge, which is going to be the fuselage. So you should have this. Repeat on the other tab. Squash fold it so that it is parallel. Keep in mind, if it's not parallel, the missiles will be pointed in an awkward direction, and we don't want that. After you've done that, take the side pointed towards the center and just swivel it along the center crease of that little flap so that you're basically having an equal squash fold, you could call it. So just take this flap or pocket, fold along that crease, and just push everything forward. Fold it back over, And those are the missile racks completed. You can go ahead and fold them in half. Next, you're going to turn the model over, fold this edge down, unfold, fold the edge to that crease you just made, unfold, and take that crease and fold it on top of the edge, just like that, and tuck it under. So we are going to repeat that on the other side. Fold this edge to that edge, unfold, fold the edge to the crease you just made, and take the crease that you just made and fold it to the edge. Tuck it under, and you should have the front edges of the wings completed. For the tail fins, you are just going to take this edge, fold it over, repeat on the other side, take the edge, fold it over, so now you should have a wing shape going on over here. You're going to take this pocket, open it up, and just squash it down. Along the creases, if they're already there. Again, on the other side, open the pocket and just swivel it down. Next, you're going to take these edges, fold them back here, repeat on the other side, now you're going to fold this edge to that edge, repeat on the other side. Next, you're going to take this flap and just swivel it out. Repeat on the bottom, just swivel it out. Repeat it on the other side. Now, you are going to turn the model over, and you're probably wondering where the tail fins are going to be. That's where the next step comes in, where you're going to take this whole assembly apart and just inverse it. So every crease here, you're going to reverse, similar to the Vulcan by Jason Merrill. Similar, not the exact same step, but if you think about it, it's basically the exact same step, but structured differently. So you are going to, again, take the other side, inverse it, so now you should have tail fins. Now, you're going to turn the model over and fold these edges up. So, again, take that edge you get from making the tail fin and fold it up. So now you have a little base for the tail fins. And now you're going to fold this flap over. Now, this is completely optional. These are the afterburners. So if you want to make them rounded, you don't have to crease this. But if you want to make them more square-like, just going to take it and squash fold it. Just like that. So it looks something like that. Again, if you want to make your afterburners rounded, you don't have to do this. But if you already did this, well, enjoy your square afterburners then. Of course, you're going to unfold it for the time being. And next, you are going to fold these two leftover tabs in. Just like that. Now, before you tuck them under everything, you're going to unfold, fold their edges to the main edge of the plane. This will help reinforce the nose. And then you can finally tuck them under everything. Next, you're going to fold everything up. Including the afterburners. And now we are almost done. All that's left to do is to jet fold it. And for that, you're going to fold this whole edge up as far as it will go. And now you're just going to jet fold it. This should be really easy as the edges are pre-folded up. Well, it is easy up until you're using pretty thick paper. Again, for flight model, I'd recommend you use 20-pound paper. I find that it works the best for flying. Going to fold everything up. You may have to shift around the creases to help give the plane more symmetry, and that is fine. Once you've done that, you can lock the plane by opening up the fuselage. Fold this edge up and fold this new edge up 1/3 of the way so that you have something to hold on to. Close the plane up, and now it's time to shape it. To shape it, you're just going to fold everything down, just like any other plane. This particular plane is really shiny. Oh, and let me know in the comments if they're open, if me folding with foil paper affects the tutorial. Maybe if the shininess makes it more confusing, just let me know. I'll be sure to switch to origami paper or just regular printer paper. So, yeah, just fold everything back down. Now, to make the winglets, you're going to take the wings edges, fold them along this line make them about 1 centimeter big. And fold the plane in half. And match the winglets up. Now for the tail fins, you're just going to make probably like a 1/2 centimeter thing. Keep it in half to match. Once you've done that, you can inside reverse fold the tail fins. So now they have a flat tip, just like the wings. Well, with the winglets. Fun fact, when I first came up with designing a model with the same shape as the final Gladiator, it at first didn't have any tail fins. So it just looked like this, essentially. And I did try and add winglets, but it was not helping with the spinniness of the plane. So I just decided to inverse these flaps to give it tail fins. So yeah. Keep shaping the plane. For the afterburners, just open them up. Round them out for those of you who are making rounded afterburners, but for those of you who are just making square afterburners, just open them out and partially squash fold them. Make them as big as you want. Now for the air intakes, just again open them up and round them out. Preferably open them up using something. For me, I'm using this wooden stick thingy. So yeah, just open them up again. I said that like 100 times by now, but yeah. And if you're using something to open them up, preferably you can shape them around that something so that you would have perfect circle intakes. And yeah, now to fold the little machine gun, make it as big as you want by folding the flap inside the nose down and then back up. The reason why I don't fold these edges in to make it more smaller, sleeker, is because the paper, if you're using thicker paper than what I'm using, it's gonna get really hard to keep it in that shape. So I just went with your regular large machine gun at the front. So yeah, just keep on shaping it to your preferences. And to attach missiles, just open up these missile racks. Open up these edges. I'm just gonna open one of them because I'm impatient. And just put the attachment points of your chosen missile inside. Close them up and just leave them like that. They won't really hold on to the missile very strong unless you try and close them up, which is kind of difficult for me because I usually attach them on this one, which I made with tracing paper. So, yeah. After you're done shaping it, there it is, the Gladiator. If it doesn't fly good enough, you can always add up elevator if it's just not gliding at all, by just bending these back edges up. And if it's rolling, I'd recommend you use the tail fins to fix that. So yeah, hope you had fun folding it. Have a good time flying this, and I will see you next time.